The Crow's second grave. After the girl with the feather peeled mouth was buried, the villagers tried to pretend nothing had happened. They sealed her coffin with nails and prayers. But still, no one dared walk near Camposanto after sunset, except one. Ray, the girl's older brother, could not sleep. Every night, he heard a soft tapping on his window, like a beak gently knocking on the glass. When he looked out, the crow was always perched on the lamppost, staring at him with wide, streaked wings and unblinking eyes. On the seventh night, the tapping changed. It was softer, more human. When Ray opened the window, there was no crow, only a trail of black feathers leading toward the hill. Against every instinct, every warning, Ray followed. The hill was drowning in thick fog, and the graves looked wrong, shifted, tilted, as if something had crawled under them in the night. When Ray reached his sister's grave, he paused. The earth was freshly disturbed. Something had pushed out, and the crow was waiting on the headstone. Its feathers were dull, now almost gray, like something dying for a second time. Then he heard it, a voice, his sister's voice, but distant, echoing, "Kuya, open the second grave." Ray's shaking hands brushed aside the grass. Beneath the soil was another tombstone, older, cracked and carved, with a name he recognized from village legends. Arius, the gravekeeper. The moment Ray touched the stone, the earth shuddered. The crow let out a rage-broken cry. Not a cow, but a scream. Something beneath the soil slammed against the coffin. Once, twice, then the lid pushed upward. A cold, bony hand slid out. The crow flew onto Ray's shoulder, close, digging into his skin, whispering in a voice that was not its own. He wants his place back. You open the path. Ray tried to run, but the soil rose around. His ankles like hands pulling him down. He screamed as the ground swallowed him inch by inch, dragging him toward the open grave of the old keeper. The last thing he saw was his sister standing at the edge of the fog, eyes pale and empty feathers falling from her mouth like dying snow. By sunrise, the cemetery was still again, but the villagers noticed two new things. Elias' grave was sealed. Ray's grave was freshly dug beside his sister's. And on the church cross, the crow sat unmoving, no longer gray, pitch black again, as if reborn. Watching, waiting for the next grave to open. The